Hello, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film from the European server. We're back in Winterberg, standard mode this side from the south spawn, and we are with Friend of Fun in his AMX ELC bis Roach. There are no artillery in this game. 2 scouts apiece. A lot of heavies and TDs on the enemy team with 3 mediums, and they have 2 extra mediums on his team with not as many TDs, so they have the mobility advantage, and that will probably parlay into them trying to take control of the field.
Time to roll out.
And Friend of Fun gets off to a quick start, just bolting out of the gate. $13.75 on the enemy team is run right to the middle of the field, getting some spots for his team, but also letting everybody know where he's at. That's okay. He got more intel than he gave out, so it's a good trade-off for him. He's checking out whether he can shoot at the top of these tanks, and he has the 44 lined up. And now he's seen by the 3002 hit him. Somebody's wailing on that CDC up there. That's a good tank to get rid of. There's a 3002 over on the 0 line, so he's going to try to pay him back for some damage here.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit.
Now he gets another one on the 25-2. You know, if you play the AMX ELC bis, most likely you would enjoy playing the SP1C. And conversely, if you have a SP1C and like it, you would probably like the AMX ELC as well, because they have similar type gun capability. The SP1C fires a little quicker, but in terms of the damage output per shot, the alpha, and its ability to penetrate and stuff, they're fairly similar guns. And because of some of the SP1C's limitation in mobility, you actually end up playing it kind of the same way. Both of them are extremely effective playing as a scout tank light TD hybrid. Kill number 1. 3002 is going to die next if he doesn't get behind something to block Friend of Fun's line of fire here. We'll go for the 25-2 first. I was kind of thinking he'd go for the medium. Maybe he doesn't have a shot on him. It seems like he does. Now he's going to try.
Target unlocked. They're knocked out.
Because that was a kill just waiting to happen. They have a 3 tank lead. Now he's going to move forward. He has a couple of TDs behind him, but the trouble here is in these buildings, it's hard to generate shots for them because the people you're fighting are smart enough not to pull out where those guys can shoot him. But he's behind a small TD here. He's going to die. It's like he just realized now after he got tapped by a friend of fun. It's like, oh, there's somebody behind me. I've been asleep. And by the time he realized that and tried to react, it was way too late. So now friend of fun is going, wait a second. Why am I in this situation? Come on, people, move up and help me out here. The fight's even. They've managed to crawl back into it. So you don't want to make a mistake and lose your tank right now. You're extremely valuable to your team as a scout late in the game. Gotta love those spammers. Boy, he's helping his team out a lot. Dude, you forgot to click on the heavy down by Cap. Don't forget to click on him. He's gonna feel left out. Maybe he'll start crying.
Ready to fire. Let's find another target.
Well, he had that TD lined up and somebody else took him out. Which, who cares? Right now you want kills. You want tanks to disappear to make your job easier. So while they try to kill the AFK guy, friend of fun is going to kill them.
Critical hit.
He's just waiting for him to reappear. Checking out the heavy off to his right, making sure the guy doesn't have a shot on him. There he is. Back into view. He's pulling back, hopefully masking his shot by being away from that bush when he fires. Didn't work, but it was a good effort. Now it's 3 versus 3. Everybody's hurt. This IS-6 is going to be major hurting here in a second. Because he's going to pull up here and get a shot into his flank and he's going to die. Now it's 1-on-2. So it's comeback time. Not a huge comeback, but still, this is a challenge. You're facing 2 heavies in the AMX ELC. You have to be able to avoid getting shot because you're under 200 hit points. And you hardly have any armor anyway. And now, just as he gets over in the northern part of the map, they start capping and he has to go back. The size of the tanks he's going up with are no slouches. It's 2 tier 8s. There's one of them over there looking for him, the low one. He patiently waits for the guy to turn his side to him so he gets a better chance of a good pin. Under a minute to go on cap. He's going to have to go down there. I think he's going to take a roundabout way just to prevent getting caught in a crossfire between the heavies. Maybe not. Maybe he'll run this road here. I thought he would have gone this way for the precise reason that you see, and that's the low is collapsing back towards cap to try to provide fire support for when he knows friend of fun has to come back and ooh, this guy's a one-shot kill. Make the shot count. Good job. Now it's him against the Loa. He has better speed, better view range, and a good gun to go with it. So, advantage friend of fun right now. He's managed to turn the fight into something he can pull out and win for his team. So he's running around. His search for the tank is made easier because once again, here's yet another example of end of battle, somebody moving on to the cap circle and completely giving away their location and making it extremely easy for a scout with superior view range to come in and set up a kill. Now he may come in a little closer because of the angle that he's coming in at, but if he wanted to, he could have stayed farther out and just shot with complete immunity to return fire. And he's going to try this with the bush. He's going to pull up, acquire the target, back up, use the bush for concealment, and pump around into him and repeat that until the guy dies. He has to get the target back. It's getting down to where he has to shoot. The low has got his gun turned to the south for some reason. Maybe he expects fire from off the map. I don't know. There's the reset. Now he can just play this game as long as the low lets him do it. So repeat the procedure, acquire the target, move back, and then fire. His turret's not aimed directly at him, it's off to his right a little bit. Even though he can't see the tank, he knows he hit him because the cap points reset. And the only way they can reset with him sitting there is for that shot to have registered damage or penetration, and he gets him again. The guy's still sitting there. This is like taking candy from a baby, but it's easier. Because the baby would have been smart enough to move by now. One more shot takes him out, and he stubbornly now he just fires with no idea where he's firing at. Okay, I think that building shot me. I'll shoot the building. And he gets to kill the Loa who never, ever tried to get off cap and come get him, which just boggles your mind. I know it's a premium tank, and people with low numbers of battles can buy it and run around thinking they have a cool tank and know nothing about the game, but that still boggles your mind because it seems like a normal human instinct that if you're getting hit somewhere, you move to a different place. But what can you say? He never did, and it made it easy for Friend of Fun to finish off his small comeback. He ends up with 2,581 damage and 6 kills. 20 of 24 shooting, that's 83%, and 963 spotting damage. He got 4 spots, lost 9,373 credits, and it's another battle where somebody gets 100 points of cap defense. He has 2,730 XP, survived the fight, got an Orliks, a Top Gun, and a Defender with a Fire for Effect MIDI medal, and that gives him a battle score of 2,810, which clocks in at 3rd place on the current list. He went up and spotted in the middle of the field. Every time he tried to move across the middle line and go explore north, people started capping and he had to come back. Happened twice. And then at the end it was like, Heavy, get off cap already. First of all, and I'll say this again, I'll probably never be able to stop saying it because people will keep doing it. It is a horrible, horrible, horrible idea to sit on cap at the end of the fight if it's 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 if the tank is capable of getting back to you from pretty much anywhere on the map, such as Friend of Fun's AMX ELC bis. You are letting them know where you are. And if it's against a scout and you're a heavy, you're signing your own death warrant because as you just saw, he was able to take that Loa down a large amount of hit points and never reveal his location. Now, some of that was him using the bush extremely effectively, pulling up, getting the spot, and then backing up and firing without giving away his position. If he would have stayed up in the bush, then it would have given it away. But by backing up more than 15 meters and getting a nice solid opaque bush, when he fires, his muzzle blast isn't shown. And so it just underscores it. I've said it before, I'm going to keep saying it. When it's a close fight at the end of the battle, unless you know for certain the tanks are too slow and too far away to get back to you, do not cap. It tips the advantage to the opposing player when you do it. And you see yet another example of where the enemy did exactly that and lost any chance for a win because they figured capping was a good idea. There's a lot of great times to cap. That is not it. That's the biggest lesson to learn from this. Just don't do that. It puts you way behind the 8 ball. From Winterberg, South Spawn, taking advantage of a stupid heavy player, Friend of Fun secures the win for his team. Happy hunting.